Hey Autumn, I just wanted to give you an idea of what kind of work I can produce. This is probably a mid-level of mine. It works. I was running pretty hot and had a little little manic. I was in the zone. It really hadn't blown up yet, but this was after I almost died in 2012, and I kind of took a page I liked out of the Necronomicon and Evil Dead there. You've probably seen it before and noticed the similarities, but in this case, what I basically try to channel into the painting is the despair of being so close to death for so long during that experience, and the near-death experience that I had at that time made me a little psychotic for a while. I kind of lived in a dual reality. I was aware of what was going around me, but I'd have delusions of other things happening too at the time. But during that period, I burned really, really hot. There was a lot. It was really very, very high, and I had a ton of creativity. And that space probably isn't the best for this kind of horror, darker shit. It's more for beauty and sexual and shit for like trying to capture stuff like that. But it works. I think it captures the despair of the time pretty well. And the only thing I really have left to do at this point with this one is I need to use some epoxy resin to make a few fake molds. It's supposed to be human skin painted in blood. I used real thin reddish brown ink. This is multiple layers to get the darker stuff on here. But back to the mole, I'm going to use putty to make molds and then put a couple of my hairs in there to make it look more realistic like human skin. And the frame will be rotted wood with a couple of fake worms made out of bass guitar wire. There we go. This is just a hint at what I can do. I just wanted to show you one of them. And hold on, what did I do with the other painting? Oh, it's behind it. This one could have been one of my greatest paintings, but I just couldn't capture it. Basically, it's all based on this right here. Let me see if I can get that to focus a little bit. I got the idea to do a Monster Girls of Magic, and yeah, I can't get close enough resolution on that, but I'll give you the idea. It's got the vibe behind it and the concept really is kind of cool. I'm fairly happy with the body. The abdomen, chest needs to be worked on. Some details need to be shored up. This is really in its infancy, but I copied the lotus pattern in the sky. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a spiral of colors that match the colors on her skin. So the story behind this, and the face is just a fucking mess, and I'll get to that in a second. Down here, this is a field of bones, human bones, and right here, holding this, the Black Lotus, is the disintegrating skeleton of a man. The story here is he's gone on the typical quest, faced every danger, purified himself, passed every test to be ready for his goddess, and when he gets there, she refuses to acknowledge him at all, and so he lays at her feet basically. But I've got her in the lotus position. He's going to be down there, and so when he gets there, the she won't acknowledge him. So he lays down at her feet, and he lays there until he dies, and she still won't acknowledge him. She still will not look down, even as the flower begins to grow out of him instead of him holding it. But I can't get her face. But she won't. She won't acknowledge me either. Is the irony of it. But it's so frustrating. I think this one could be so good when it fully gets done. It's really got some nice stuff in it. I'm really like some of the lines and the bodies. Very happy with the lotus position, and like I said, the torso and needs a little work, but the face is just so bad. It just she denies me. But anyway, Autumn, I just wanted you to know what I'm capable of, and I'm really really close now with you. The one I want to do of you for the concept is pretty much rock solid now. And I will tell you more about that if you express interest. Otherwise, just tell me to fuck off and I'll leave you alone. But if you are interested, I'm gonna need like 3 fairly simple things. Please let me know. Thank you.